give yourself the gift and the opportunity of allowing yourself to know what it's like to know yourself, to know your presence, to know who you are, to know why you were born, and why you're here. It's hard to put into words, but it's a really nice, calming, loving. It feels like you've come home. It feels like you've come home to your own best friend, and that's you. It's very cool.
Yeah, this course is definitely worth doing. It will open up very new ways of thinking.
What was unique is, well, I guess what sets it apart is that we're directly dealing with the source, our souls, whereas everything else I've ever done is skirting around the edges of it. There's not that true connection. So it's incredibly unique and simple and straightforward.
Course, and I've done a lot of spiritual work before, although this time I noticed that they were just completely plugged in to the universe, and I'm ready for that. Yes.
I'd like to try and navigate your way through the rest of your life with a blindfold on, carry on, don't do UI, but if you'd like to really be able to see the possibilities for you, do UI. Do yourself a favour and get connected to your soul, because it's the most amazing experience. It really is just so invaluable being able to have that guidance, that knowledge, being connected to unlimited information. It's unbelievable, and if you don't try it, then you'll kick yourself, or you'll just live the rest of your life with a blindfold on.
Another highlight would definitely be the communication I have with my son. He's just turned 1 year old, and it's great. Look, I know him as a person, but I also know him as his soul, and to give him that gift of knowing himself from his soul, at his core, from the beginning, I suppose. I'm really fascinated to see how his life is going to unravel.
It's our natural birthright to be connected to universal intelligence. It's what we are, and we get taken away from it, and it's time for us all to get back to the connection.
That's the biggest thing. My relationship with my children has just been overwhelmingly brilliant since I've been able to complete this course.
The course gave me the ability to believe in myself and to believe that I was able to love myself, and that was the most important thing for me in my life at the moment.
It just makes perfect sense to be connected to universal intelligence.
And into somebody who I didn't know at all from a bar of soap, and they'd had a few big decisions to make, and I was able to give them information about that, and they just seemed so happy and relieved to the point where they wanted to take my notes home.
One of the biggest highlights for me is being able to have the ability to know where my life is going. It's like I can ask questions and say, rather than it takes the guessing game out of my life. So I can ask the questions and be told, this is where I have to put all my focus or attention on, or this is where I don't put all my focus or attention on. This is where you'll be the most happiest. This is where you'll thrive.
In work, it's given me confidence beyond belief.
It's an easy path. It's a lot easier to listen and be guided than not listen.
So one of the biggest highlights from completing the course has been the ability for me to be able to cleanse my physical body of past experiences and emotions, and really release myself from the negativity associated with any of those, so that every day I can feel completely cleansed and clear, and like I'm starting a brand new day every single day. It's a really amazing ability that I have now.
We talk through using our intuition. So I've learned a skill through UI, Universal Intelligence, and that is tuning into his energy, or his soul, or higher self as we call it.
I guess what I now have is, or I feel what I now have is, clarity, peace of mind, or peace. That everything I've been working towards is over years has finally come. That I've been ignoring and not listening for many years. to the voice that's always been there.
Struggled with headaches and migraines since I was probably about 16. I've seen specialists, I've been on all sorts of different medications, and my life just kept getting worse. It didn't seem to matter who I went to see, what counsellors I went to see, what I did to try and help my life and my situation. It didn't seem to solve a problem. And learning the skill of being able to tune in and actually talk to my own energy and ask what was going on, I was able to unravel this kind of a spider web of complexity to realise that I'm not a migraine sufferer, and that with taking care of your body in the way that only you know how and only your soul or higher self can tell you, you can live a life of peace. You just have to listen to what's in your highest good, not what's in everyone else's highest good. It's listening to external influences that make you unwell and ill.
Would I recommend UI to other people? Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely.
I use the things that I've learnt in this course to tune into my kids and to find out more about what they need. And in that way then I feel like I can be a better parent to them and give them what they need.
But it's a lot harder living life in the dark and being disconnected than it is to listen.
I think today in society we're often told how we should parent. There's lots of parenting books and parenting courses out there, and what we're doing there is following someone else's thoughts as to how to be a good parent, whereas with this course and these abilities you learn how to parent your child the way that your child needs to be parented.
Ooh. One of the biggest things I learned from my higher self was to listen to it and not get caught up in ego-driven expectations and life's expectations and personal expectations, but to actually listen to my higher self, relax, enjoy, create the passion of my life from my intuition and my higher self, and flow with that and know that at all times it will bring fulfillment and be for the greater good.
I can see, I can feel, I can touch it almost, the rainbow, or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, to use a cliche. So that's where I feel it's going. All the answers are going to come to all those many questions I've had.
Ease in which you can have a happy life can be had is so worth it. And my advice to anyone out there, keep reaching every day for that dream. Keep reaching every day for that belief that there's something more in life. Anyone can do anything for themselves. It's to give themselves the opportunity to look within and learn about their soul and their essence. And if they're going to do anything in life in the way of hard work, make it that.